Hey guys, welcome back to my shop. Got a project going here on my truck. On this guy, the motor in it started making some noises. Bunch of valve train noise and bent a push rod. So rather than fix it, I bought another truck that looks like this. It's kind of dark and raining. Put some better pictures in the video. I pulled the motor out and we're gonna rebuild it and put it in Big Green. Alright guys, the throttle body's kind of kicked down and melted the truck. It runs good. Alright, so got the motor almost out. Scorched, harness and all. This thing ran. Ooh, easy on the pan there. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna quit videoing. I got work to do. Alright guys, working on the motor here. Kind of forgot to video here until I got this almost all done. So I got one more of these to torque. You just kind of want to snug them down a little bit side by side so it's not crooked and then pop right like that. It cranks in. It goes spinny spinny. For everybody wondering, I put assembly lube on the bearings. It won't be a dry start. Alright? We've got some bearings here that are pretty well cooked. Let me show you what a cooked bearing looks like. See the copper showing through? Yep, that's worn out. So we've got brand new bearings here. We're gonna clean the oil out of there. Clean that up a little bit. This here notch lines up with this here notch. There's a brand new bearing. How about it? Now, this guy here goes down this hole. Shoot a little oil in there. Kind of smear it around. Now, can't put that all the way down yet. Gotta grab this piston ring compressor. And we're gonna slide this bad boy on. That compresses the piston rings. Now, we grab, also want to make sure, grab the handle of our hammer. Flip this guy over. Clean. A little assembly oil here. Slide that guy up like that. that. Slide this here bearing into there. Right about like so. And that goes on like that. Grab a torque spec for that. There it is. I don't think we're going to video all the rest of these because that would be horrifically boring. Maybe just drizzle some across all the lobes. Now I proceed to slime it all over everything here. Alright, so what we're doing right here is it's called the thrust plate. It's kind of what holds the cam into the motor. Goes on like that. It's a little splash shield thingy for the oil to kind of run off of. Not sure what exactly it does, but it's supposed to have it there. And we'll torque them up and stop. Alright. So I'm working on setting timing. Do a little straight edge. We're just going to line up the dots. So we're just going to kind of center that there. And we're pretty close. Goodness, this bad boy's tight. We'll give that a whirl. You kind of got to work them both on a little bit at the same time. There we go. Double check my timing. Ooh. We are off a tooth. That's why you double check. I think we're pretty close here. Yep, on the money. See, we center this on this hole, lined up with this dot, and it lines up with that dot. timing is set. Down in here.
I just started a couple seconds after you said that.
Okay, so we got a little bushing down in here. Can you see it?
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah.
This little bronze bushing. I'm going to replace that. That's the distributor drive shaft bushing. So, I'll zoom out here. Got this tool. You grease up the little tap thing on the end. You set it down in there. Now, we want to screw this down into here. Pretty good. Crank this down. Bingo. Pulled the old bushing out. Alright, so we're gonna, it's our special tool to put this thing in here. We're gonna kind of oil this thing up a little bit. The thing goes down in there like that. Now we grab us a hammer. Hammer it on there. Now this tool actually pulls up out of it and stretches it to size, kind of. So we'll need to put a wrench on here shortly. Sort of reams it to size. And we should be good. Here's what goes down in there. There we go. That little groove there wants to point that way at number 1 cylinder. When number 1 is at top dead center, which it is. So that is exactly how it needs to be. We got some lifters going in, just like so. Freeze plug action here. Sticks, it's probably way too much. We get a nice even film of RTV on here. Wipe off the extra. Now we take said freeze plug right there. Take you an impact socket. Headphone users, so you're welcome for the warning. There you have it. Do a couple more here. Take your finger, kind of smoothify it, about like so. Bang it in till it's about far enough. Bingo. Do the other side off camera, I guess, but hey, we got freeze plugs. Alright folks, we got the bottom end put together. Got all my pistons and everything in. Kind of cleaned up my oil pan bolts a little bit. Try and get this all bolted down. As you can see, I got the timing cover on, water pump, Front balancer. It's kind of going together, more or less. So we're trying to dry off these bolts as I put them in, because they're all wet parts washer. They're still greasy too, so because I was too impatient to leave them in the parts washer long enough. Alright, just torquing down the oil pan bolts. Just sort of snug them down in a nice circle to get it sort of seated. Don't smack your phone with the torque wrench. Watch it, bud. Now, alright, oil pan is on. Alright guys, lapping the valves in here. Just thought I'd show a little bit what I'm doing. So I'm taking some of this valve lapping compound, just sort of run it around the valve like that. Drop the valve in. Stick one of these things on it. Just kind of spin it back and forth. And we pull it out. And you can kind of see, focus, there we go, that ring around there, that is where the valve contacts the seat, and that has now been ground in so they exactly touch. So that's how I do it. Alright guys, I got some more of this stuff cranked out off camera. I got the intake manifold on, carburetor's on, front accessory drive is on. Some of this will have to come back off to go in the truck, but it's pretty much buttoned up. Distributor's not in. I'll wait to do that till it's in the truck so don't smash it on the firewall. But yeah, she's ready to go. headers. Should be pretty sweet. Alright, well I think I'm gonna end off this video there. Next video I'll probably try and get the thing in the truck and get it running. So yeah, thanks for watching.